Hello, Fredlings. I'm Claude for Chicago. We are here for real people to real creativity in real time. Fredlings never give up, and I want you. And today we're back with another live stream here in Planet Zoo, Lucky Mountain Zoo, and we are going to get started real shortly. I'm just going to throw us onto one of the alligators that we got in this beautiful pond at Liam's Lagoon, and I just got to do one more thing, and then we'll start. I got to turn that Minecraft light on. All right. Are you guys ready for some Liam's Lagoon? I want to give a special thank you to Last Music for coming out to the live stream, as well as Mr. Spooky. Thank you so much for coming out. Have you ever played World of Warcraft? No, I never played World of Warcraft ever in my entire life. Oh my goodness. It couldn't be a stream without one of those jokes. To be honest with you, though. Well, today we're gonna be working on more of a Liam's Lagoon. If you missed the last live stream, we did this pretty much an hour because our stream crashed right away, or our game crashed right away, not a stream. But this is Liam's Lagoon. Liam's Lagoon is located in the back of our zoo, and we have all of the beautiful animals here. We're actually getting a lot of errors right now. A lot of our animals are stressed out for some reason. They got a perfectly hidden area here, so I don't know why they would be stressed out at all. But, you know, they do what they can. But inside of our Liam's Lagoon is we actually have 5 alligators. Or 6 alligators in here, and I kind of want to drop some more in. I don't think that's going to be actually beneficial, but we will see and see if there's any sort of fighting or whatnot. But if there is, we'll get rid of them. If there isn't, then we'll keep them. But yeah, so let's keep going through here, and let's keep detailing our little lagoon. Now we actually got most of the hard stuff done. For people that did not watch, we placed down a bunch of these like little reeds and all that sort of stuff. Now it's the easy part of just really coming in here and just duplicating these things. I know apparently there's an alligator right where I decided to start placing them down, but he shouldn't have been there. She shouldn't have been there. There's only one guy in this area, so wouldn't be surprised if you know, a couple more of them came around. But I kind of want to get as much of these details in as possible, because it looks really, really good. Or that's the goal, is to make it look really, really good. I don't know if it looks really, really good now, but the goal is definitely to make these look as good as possible. There we go. Added another one in there. Makes it look a lot more realistic. There'll probably be a lot more like ferns and all that sort of stuff around this island. And then we're going to get Tempered Aqua North America. So if you just click on those settings, it'll actually give you exactly the only trees that will fit in this area that the animals actually like. These animals actually don't need a lot of like trees and plants and that sort of stuff throughout the like area. They can actually have like none and they'll be perfectly fine. But just because they can have none doesn't mean we're going to add none. So I do want to add in as many details as we possibly can. And then while we are here too, I was thinking about this all last night. I do want to, just because it's a lagoon, I do want to add in a little bit of height differential. And give it a little bit of detailing, have a little bit of a hill. Like, you got to have something in the background. So I do want to add a little bit of that into this zoo a little bit. Last Music, thank you so much for coming out to the stream early. I'm sorry I had to push it back. I had to do something for work. And so I do greatly appreciate you coming back out to the stream 15 minutes later. I had to get something done. I actually had to live stream something else before I live streamed this thing. So I had to get that done. So I do appreciate that. All your guys' patience. So make it like another little hill out here to give us a little bit more details for Liam's Lagoon. And obviously we're going to add some sort of trees and all that sort of stuff on the top. And of course, we'll maybe have, you know, animals on the outside. The goal is to have animals on the outside. Just don't know if they're going to be in a certain order or whatnot. That's going to have to be most likely an off-stream look at, or maybe if we have time today to look and see what we got in here. Now, I do not like how this did not smooth out anything really at all. Just looks kind of eh. So we're going to manually smooth it out with the flatten tool, and then I guess we'll smooth it out from there. Mr. Busco, thank you so much for coming out to the live stream. How are you doing? Me and Mr. Busco recorded a video not that long ago. I had actually no time to edit it. Sorry, Mr. Busco, if you've been waiting for that video to come out. I actually have not even had a chance to start editing it yet. But me and Mr. Busco did do a collab not that long ago. And hopefully that'll be coming out sometime in June. So just be looking for it. And when it comes out, it'll come out. Ooh, what about these elm trees? These elm trees actually don't look too bad. So I had a couple of those up here. But I'm looking for those, these trees that we were using. The bald cypress. The bald cypress really looks a lot more swampy than anything else. So I do want to add a couple of those bad boys in. I feel like that's going to be the main tree in this area. And remember, we got to add more trees on the outside of this. I do want a couple more little hills, too. That would be so nice. Because I just don't want it to be so perfectly flat. Because I usually am team flat, honestly. But just adding that little hill back there, it already looks a lot more cool. It looks like there's depth to this park. So let's add a couple more of those little hills. And of course, when we have our habitats as well, it'll look a lot nicer too. Make like a bigger hill over here. At least we're not making mountains. It's Lucky Mountain Zoo, yes, but at least we're not making the mountains themselves. Because those are already done. Okay? Those are really done. That's like when you go to the Chicago's, you know, I'm in Chicago. They're not making no Chicago everywhere. Mr. Busco, did you hear about D who? Oh, gosh. No. He's going to make you a meme. He's going to make you a meme. The one thing I'll tell you this is do not mess with Mr. Busco or Mr. Spooky or anybody in this chat. These people will make you memes. They will make you a meme. So you gotta be on it, y'all. You gotta be on it. You gotta be on it all the time. There's like no chance to like let your guard down. Ever. Alright, let's add a couple more of these cypress trees in this building. Add a couple of those in. And we were using those elm trees too. These are beech trees. This is where I will say my classic line, which just was like City Skylines, where I could place down all the trees without having to manually choose them. But we already knew that we were going to say that. And where do those elm trees go, y'all? There they are. Got them right here. Got them right here in my inventory. I actually like this swamp look like that. Now let's take a look at our little area. It actually looks pretty legit. The crocodiles really don't care about... Hold on, we actually gotta click on one of these crocodiles to see what they actually care about. Okay, let's see. Social. I think they're complaining because there's too many adults in social group. Okay, well, I want to tell y'all this. All right, I don't care. Second off, this is a huge lake, and in real life, they just shove a bunch of alligators together. So I really don't see what y'all are complaining about. In my personal opinion, no one's complaining about the trees, right? No. I don't get that. I don't get that at all. They're just gonna complain to complain, bro. I honestly did see that coming. But I just didn't think it would have been, like, for real, for real. Let's add some of these leaves in here, because why not? Because they would definitely, like, it just is realistic to have, like, just these huge, vast foliage areas in the zoo. Like, you would definitely see something like that. We obviously got to do a lot more terrain work and stuff like that. Mr. Spooky, you got Claude. I really want to eat a whole block of red cheddar cheese right now. Mr. Busco says. That's going to probably be a mean about 10 minutes from here. I have like 100% faith that will be. Where is these? What are these called? These are called Arrowwood Bush. Let's grab some of these. Douche. This is looking flipping legit. Grab some of these cow tails? Cat tails, bruh. They're called cat tails, not cow tails, bruh. That's food. That's just snack. The crocodiles are cracking up. A cold one with the boys. Shoot, I want to be surprised. What do they like in terms of terrain? I'm assuming they don't like snow, yeah, but yeah, they want more soil. Well, we're going to give them a lot of soil then, shall we? Let's go on our terrain paint. Let's grab some soil. Let's grab some heavy soil. Make this island. This was my original goal, was to make this alligator island right here. This was my original goal for that to happen. Now, is it going to is another question. That's apparently enough soil for them. Just fixing that alone allowed that to be better. Let's grab some intensity, and let's add in a couple detailing, because we don't want it to be all, you know, like that. Then we'll grab some we'll grab some long grass, actually. I'll paint some long grass in here to give it a little bit of color, because obviously the whole island is not going to be literally just soil. I would doubt that. Grab some rocks. I'll turn this down a little bit, and we'll... Not this small. I need to be a little bit larger. We'll paint a little bit of rocks in here. Especially in the outside. In the water. And then we'll paint a couple rocks up here like this. Add a little bit of soil back over there. Now we got ourselves a little bit of detail. It's not super green, but it's also not super fake. So we'll add in a couple more soils there, because obviously... Gotta keep it a little bit of realistic there. Now, this is bedding, so that's the reason why I wanted to get a little bit of green in there. But they're probably complaining about soil not being enough again. Yep. So, where is the house here? So, we're going to add in some rock, some smooth rock here. I want to make them a little house, because obviously they needed somewhere to sleep if something goes wrong, but... These alligators should be more than perfectly fine in this place. Grab some of the soil, and now we're just going to really just add in detailings around this area. This might just take an absolute eternity to do, but... once we get that going, it should be fine, honestly. Like, that's what we're just going to do, like, detailing in terms of all the way on the outside. Let's do a quick save before my game crashes for some random reason. Why do I smell tikis? What do you mean, tikis? Okay, what other things do the alligators want? They probably want some rocks. I mean, they're not gonna play with a rock, true, but I mean, they probably want some rocks. We got tempered rocks. Tempered rocks. These are all tempered rocks. Wow. That's a lot of them. That means we could do a lot of bit of details. First thing we're gonna do is start working in this ground over here. Build some rock islands here. Just, we kind of want those random, like, rock piles. Kind of not everywhere, but in enough spots to give it a little bit of detail so it doesn't look so fake, this island and this lagoon. You know, you would see that stuff here. Maybe give them like a nice little overhang here. Maybe they can climb on that and, you know, kind of chill, do their gator things. Or crocodile alligator things, yeah. Maybe go like that too. And give them like a nice, like, hangout spot, you know. Chilling with the boys spot. We should probably also make, like, a little pier or a dock so that, you know, if our staff members need to get over here, they can get onto the island. And then it's just coming in here doing some, like, little details and that sort of stuff, filling up those holes. Now, I think we can actually add rocks under the water. And we should be able to see them. There's also an underwater feeder there. Yeah, you can add some rocks under the water, but I don't know if how much we're gonna do with that. Okay, let's see if there's like a dock or a pier or something in the game. No, but we might have to build one. Let's grab some wood, shall we? There should be some sort of wood floor. This looks, honestly, so realistic. Let's make a little dock, like 3. And then let's grab pillars that are also made of wood. What is this called? Arctic? I think it's called Arctic. A-R-C-T, Arctic. Here we go. Perfect. I don't want no blueprints, please. I don't want to see any blueprints. I want to do this all custom. Thank you. Now, do you have any normal wood posts that don't have, like, millions of carved details on it? Don't think so. That's not the end of the world, though. Oh, there is a beam. There we go. Okay, we'll add one of those here. Now, will this snap anywhere other than there? I don't think so. We can customly move these, though. Alright? So we'll grab a couple of these. Bring them across. Bring them down. We'll actually move these up a little bit. Because you would definitely see these, like, sticking out a little bit. But like that, and then we'll duplicate that to this side here. Let's actually undo that. Oh, no, I didn't know we were going that far back. Bruh. All right, let's move this way. Move this down again. I didn't think it was going to go that far back. Because obviously you got to rope the boat up. I don't know, something like that. Rope the boat up, hook the boat up, tie the boat up, knot the boat up. So I'm going to stick those a little bit off so that they look like they're matching. And then we're probably going to need a couple more of these. I don't know where exactly this is getting placed yet. This is just a concept art. Alright. And then I need to grab like a little fence. Because obviously we don't want our workers getting off the boat and then there's alligators sitting on the pier. Like, that's like instant, like, how do you say it? Like, death? Like, they're gonna get bit? I just need like a really cheap fence. Like the cheapest fence I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, that honestly would work. I just wish it was a little longer. Ooh, man, that wasn't that tall, though. What is this called? This is Mesh Fence Panel 4. Mesh Fence Panel 2. Ooh, but why is it not the same length? This is called Mesh. This is called Mesh. Which one looks better, though? This one looks good. Okay. It's called Mesh Fence Panel 4. It's 1. Okay. Guess we're going to have to go with this one because that's the same one. And they just got to... That was so loud. That is so loud, dudes. Alright, but that's exactly how I kind of want it to look. Oh, but you can't... If you do it at this height, you won't be able to, get the ropes around it, you know? Like around the thing? So maybe you don't need the fencing on all the sides. Alright, let's figure out where we're going to put this first. So where do I want this dock? I kind of want to, like, here. Stick it in the ground like this. That is way too... Because it has to be, like, sticking off the water just a little bit. Right? And you probably don't need these mesh panels, like, on the end. Because, obviously, the alligators can't float. You just need it so that the alligators can't, like, just walk on. Like, this is probably more than fine. And then we're going to need some sort of, like, gate. I don't know if there is a gate, per se, that is in this game. That is going to come up to my standards. Oops. Don't know why it rotated like that. Go like this. We'll put a little fence gate here. I mean, it's tall enough for people to, like, climb over. Let's see if there's a boat or something. Ooh, there is a boat. I don't think they would come over in a rowboat. I think they would come over more in, like, this. This says East Asia wooden boats. This seems a little bit more realistic. A little bit more realistic. I'm not saying it's, like, the most realistic thing in the world. I mean, they're both realistic, yes, okay? But, I mean, like, in terms of... In terms of the game. Like, you know, how are the people getting over? If you guys did not see, I just dropped a brand new history video yesterday, and there will actually be a full-length video tomorrow. That's just coincidence on how that sort of worked out. Yesterday came out the every 10th of the month there is a short 1-minute history video, and it turned out to be the Arab revolt in Saudi Arabia. So if you want to check that out, it's on our YouTube page at Claude's History Course. Oh, that looks so good. It just looks way more realistic with that there. Don't crash, don't crash, don't crash. Don't crash! Don't crash, don't crash. I think it was auto-saving right when I pressed that. Which was scary as Bling Blong. Dude, this lagoon is looking so flippin' good. Alright, let's start making a little habitat for these gents and these gentlewomen. Now, I usually do like a nice stone rock one, but realistically, like I said, we've been doing very realistic huts and that sort of stuff as of recently. I want to look for some sort of like concrete building, because for some reason alligators just defaultly get concrete. And I don't want to say that's like cool, but they do, and it's just, you know, that's what they get. I don't know why they decided to be that way. There are also these bricks. Maybe we can go a little fancier with some of these stone bricks, these breezy bricks. Did that guy just say open your eyes, but in Plankoian? Claude, there's a tree here. You can't be doing that. Knock the tree down. Well, we can't knock the tree down because, like, you know, we gotta be, like, safe, so we'll just, like, dig it up and move it over to there. Alright, so we'll make a little alligator house here, so that these guys can come on in and do whatever the bling blong they want. And then in the inside here, we will go into our terrain and just make this flat. We can't do that because of the water. I forgot that's how this game works, because, you know, you can't change the water. So we'll just do something a little bit tricky here with that. So let's go to our breezy blocks, and there should be a floor for it. There we go. We're going to probably have to break that from the scene, so we can make this look nice. I'll do that in a minute once we get this all filled in. And we'll move this down like so. Now, there is some water there, but they're not going to, like, swim on it. It'll at least be more flourished, and they have that sort of sticking out. And then we'll go into our terrain paint, and now we'll flatten it out. Apparently, I can't get any lower than what it is right now. Hopefully, our staff members will walk on this. And our alligators. I just want it to be lined up like that. Perfect. So if it's not exactly on the ground 100%, that's fine too. Let's go inside of our terrain paint. Let's go into painting, and we like to do rock smooth. The reason why is because it's more of concrete look, obviously, considering this isn't concrete per se, but we can get as close as we can, and then I can try to get rid of some of this. Oh, that really isn't getting... That's really not going away. Well, we could try our next guess, which we'll go back into our terrain paints. Let's get some more rock, smooth that out here. Let's go in our habitat. Let's grab some of our bedding, and we'll place our bedding in here. Now, I'm not really too concerned. Like I said, I'm not really concerned about... Slow. This just looks a little weird, so I'm just going to try to put some bedding down to make it not look as weird. It's not going to get rid of it all. I already know that. But just to get rid of some of the details, and instead of having like that big round random line right there, that's would help. Did I just place that down and it added more? It did. Alright. Like so. And then let's get on our heat maps and see if the alligators like this. They do. They can actually walk in and out. Perfect. Pronounce these words I say. That sounds Among Us. That sounds so Among Us. That sounds so Among Us, bro. That sounds so Among Us. I can't. I can't. You're going to get me banned or something. Like, I can't. I can't! We'll add a small food tray in here as well, so these alligators can get some food. And we'll add in a couple heaters, so they can stay nice and warm inside of this building if they wanted to. Probably should put those heaters on the wall instead of the floor. This is weird why this is not, there we go. So the alligators can have some heat, and then we should get them some sort of nice roof. I don't know what would go good with these breezy roofs, but I want to see what we can find. Asphalt roof? No, that looks pretty... I know the building's supposed to be basic. I get that. But do I want it, like, literally just as basic as gets? Like, why don't I add, like, one of these Asian roofs on here? Or one of these rustic roofs? That's a little bit too bayou-y, yeah, for a zoo. This looks... These conjured metal roofs, or if there's a 1 meter one, that'd be so legit. And then, I don't know if there's glass that will fit in here. If there is, that would be so flipping legit. Not specifically a roof. I just need a glass piece. Like a glass wall, I guess. That's what I'd be looking for. One of these. Oh, my bling blong. Yes. Yes! Yeah! That's exactly what I'm talking about. How do you spell alligator? A-L-L-I-G. Okay, there's only 2 alligator images in the entirety of the game. That seems like cap to me. I guess that's right. Well, I guess we'll put a couple alligator guys out here. I just thought there would have been more. So now they have like a little home so they can come in and they can just chill inside here. I do try to align this up as closely as we possibly can to the real door on the other side, so that if we come in here, we can actually, it won't look so weird when the guys are glitching through the wall. But that looks a lot nicer, to be honest with you. Looks a lot nicer. I mean, it's a very basic building, yes, I do get that. And I guess some of this is still floating above the... No, it's actually all tucked under the water. Alright, perfect. Well, to give it a little bit of detailing, because, you know, obviously there's alligators out here. They're not going to be walking out here, like, doing maintenance on this building. So what we should do is integrate a couple of these rocks on the side of the building, as well as some ivy and some vines and all that other stuff that we wouldn't be able to normally, per se, do on a building. I want to do here. Maybe we'll even do a little bit of underground water, rock details. Is there any vines for this building, per se? I don't know if vines are inside of this pack. There's this. This is called Wistera Fill 1 and Wistera Fill 2. I don't know if it's per se a vine, but... That guy laughed a little too hard. Had a couple there, and maybe we'll even add some on the back on this side as well. I always love just the details that you can get in this game. Because it's like, this game is like, I would like to say this game's, it's not Minecraft, obviously, but just the fact is, like, you can do stuff that's super basic and then zoom all the way out, and it doesn't act, everything you just didn't even matter at all. It's like no one's gonna see that. But when you zoom in, it's about that detail. I just really, I've always enjoyed doing stuff like that in games. What is this? This is a Wistera. Ooh, this one looks very beautiful. I don't know how I would incorporate this in to that side, but I can do a small one here. And then, yeah, I wanted all the alligators, like, habitat and toys and all that sort of stuff. I wanted them as close as possible to this building. Now, I know it's not the coolest thing of all time, but I just wanted to add a couple of those in there because, like, the alligators would most likely, you know, when they're... We don't want the staff members running around the entirety of the park. That just wouldn't make any sense. That would be so silly. Okay. We're gonna add in a couple floating platforms out there. Yeah, they're still mad, I think, because there's too many. There's too many alligators in here. You all can't share with 8 alligators. There's 2 more than normal. Y'all can't. You guys can't do it, can you? That doesn't make any sense, bruh. Let's watch this gator do its thing. Is he going to get onto one of the platforms I put down? Is he not going to get on the platform that I just built him? Where are you going? This is what I've been waiting for. Swim faster. No, they're just going to chill here in the water. That's a big alligator, man. Oh, they was having trouble. Holy bling blong! Did you see how fast that guy just ran? Get that munchies in. Man, I could eat. I could eat. Jeez Louise. Well, I honestly think that's probably a good place to end off our Liam's Lagoon for today. I got some other stuff I gotta do, Fredlings, but oh, there's actually somebody on the Alligator Island. Emberlyn is on the island. She's taking a mud bath. She's going to be taking a nap, it looks like. Wow. This is actually going pretty good. And I hope you guys enjoyed today's live stream because it has turned out well. Perfect time because my internet is like crashing as we speak. I want to give a special thank you to our Patreons for making this Patreon exclusive video possible. Or sorry, this ain't exclusive. I want to give a special thank you to the Patreons. I want to give a special thank you to everyone that came out to today's live stream, like Last Music, Mr. Busco, Mr. Spooky, and anybody else that watched this live stream live or post. I am Claude from Chicago, and remember, a real Fredling makes their own luck. Bye!